Hi students, my name is Sakesh Shetty from AZ Engineering College, 9. Today we are going to study one more important topic, that is
Today we will discuss about constitution provisions for water, interstate water disputes. It is the main concern of the dispute created between the states. That is one of the important parameters between the states regarding use and distribution and control of, of water belonging to interstate river and river valley. Such dispute can arise because if you have state or interstate river between the one state claim more water and another state not ready to give that much water, in that time this kind of problem it will create. So dispute between the states or inside the state or outside the states also that creates that. So main that's all different it how we can deal with such disputes. First of all, we need to know that water is a state subject. If you are having the state list, in that some list there, for example, entry 17 that gives power to the state in that water source systems. Entry 17 only we can say that it will be power to irrigation, canal or storage, but it is subject to overall power to union government. Under 56 the union list regarding the regulation and development of interstate river valley. Union government has power to regarding the interstate river, but the state government has power to regarding usage of water is concerned irrigation purpose or any other purposes. Let us read another provisions of the constitution, that is we can discuss we can say that article 260. So going to that one, this is what I said, that is the power to state and the storage of irrigation water, and it is subject to union government under the entry 60. Union list regarding control, development of water. So it means entry 17 they given the power to state and it is power to save the water and for use irrigation water, and but it's subject to the union government. And discussing about another article, number 260. This adjudication of pertaining use, distribution and control of state and interstate river or river valley. This adjudication of dispute regarding water has to be decided in terms of the law made by the parliament. Article 260 is power to parliament. Parliament can make law, and this law can provide for adjudication or disputes pertaining water. Two states or industry. This law made by parliament. Power is also given to the parliament. Why we are making law? This adjudication of Supreme Court or any other court can be excluded. This has to be another article that we'll discuss. This one in Article 260, adjudication of the disputes regarding the water, the law made by Parliament, and here in Supreme Court or any other court is not interaction in this part. So this is the use of the Article 260. Disputes regarding water, interstate or in the other states. So one more we'll discuss about one more article that we can write it here. This one according to Interstate Water Dispute Act 1956, 2002, one more that developmental act that we can say world they use that one would be the what Interstate Water Disputes Act, then 1956, and then one more act will come, so that is 2000. This is Parliament made law, Interstate Water Dispute Act 1956. Interstate Water Dispute. Later on, World River also added. Earlier, World River is not there. After that, they bring the World River Act and enacted Section 11. Jurisdiction of Supreme Court or any other court not part of this referring this law. And when the matter is within the terminal, then Jurisdiction Act or other the matter will decide at the terminal and what will give the terminal. So, the Interstate Water Dispute Act, Interstate Water Dispute Act. Now it is state 2002 in World River and Section 11, jurisdiction of Supreme Court has been regarding which was referred in terminal. One has to be very clear. When it is a matter, it is in terminal, that is the jurisdiction part. When matter is decided by a terminal and judgment is given by a terminal, then state can move Supreme Court, SLP, and they file the appeal for that. Under Section 3, state government can request the central government refer the matter of a terminal whenever dispute arises regarding the usage of water with another. The disagreement or dispute between the states, they can make request. Then the central government tries to resolve the matter through Central Water Commission, Meteorological Department. It can make a committee, tries to solve, and it failed to resolve, and it makes the reference terminal. The terminals constituted under Section 4 notified under terminals notified under section. Here the state government sends the request central government, and then that is done. Try to solve when it is not so resolve into the notification, and it's go to a terminal as chairman and plus 2 members nominated by Chief Justice of India and Minister of question, and here refer to the terminals. And section 4, as I told before, that it will try to resolve section 4, and terminal is having that some chairperson, that is selected by Supreme Court of India. This one, as I said, chairman, and that one by Supreme Court of Chief Justice of India. And this is the one procedure how they will resolve the problem related to that dispute created between interstate. This is the method they will go for, and this is the method they are following to resolve the custom. That reasons the legal system is required. As we told before, legal system is necessary for this case only, because a lot of disputes created related to that. And we'll discuss one more, and after that dispute created, this what we can see, this tribunals is required to give just what judgment. It can give 3 years, and 3 years it should give judgment, and it will be extended up to 3 years. Existence provision for 3 years, and it can be extended by again plus 2 years. So this is the terminals judgment ಗೆಲ್ಲಿಗೆ 2 years ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡೆಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು 3 years, 1 more years ನಾವು ಅವರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಸನ್ನು. ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ಗಿವ್ ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಗಿವ್ ದಿ ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಜಸ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ 5 ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ 5 ಅದು ಯಾವುದು ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೌರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಪುನಃ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪೀಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ಗಿವ್ ದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೌರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್, ಇಫ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ದೇ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಅಪೀಲ್ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಒನ್. SLPಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು reference, they can go for another reference for the judgment, and they can go for appeal and for Supreme Court or SLP. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಅಪೀಲಿಗೆ ಅವರು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು, ಎರಡು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ. and this is the ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲನೇಷನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಕ್ಲಾರಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಟರ್ಮಿನಲ್ಸ್ ಅದನ್ನು ರಿಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಪುನಃ 1 year ಅವರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಪುನಃ ಒಂದು ಜಡ್ಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅವರು ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು. If the state is not satisfied in that judgment, as I told, if state is not happy in that judgment, they can go for higher appeal for the Supreme Court or SLP. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಇದಿಲ್ಲ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕಾವೇರಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಕಾವೇರಿ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಅಪೀಲ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ವಿ, ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್. and Supreme Court, if state is not satisfied, they can go for that. ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಪ್ರೊವಿಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ದಟ್ ರೀಸನ್ ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡೆಡ್. ಈ ರೀಸನಿಂದ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಟ್ರೈಬ್ಯುನಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು ಜಸ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಗೆ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಮೆನಿ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡೆಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಇನ್ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್. ಅದು ಹೋಗೋದು ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಫೈನಲಿ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅದು ಇಂಟರ್ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ವಾಟರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೆಡ್ compared to terminal. This divided regulation and development, and power is given by union government. ಇದು ಇಂಟರ್ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ರಿವರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಇಫ್ there is matter again it leads to dispute, moved make reference to the arbitrator referred by Chief Justice of India. ಏನಂದರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಇಂಟರ್ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ರಿವರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೆಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ then how, what is the contribution is interstate river board act is development oriented and regulation and development, and dispute ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ರರಿ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಆರ್ಬಿಟ್ರೇಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದನ್ನು ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಚೀಫ್ ಜಸ್ಟಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್, ಇಂಟರ್ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ರಿವರ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಟ್. And what we can see next, this act is, as I told, this act is main as a regulation, and river board act is excluded in this from this jurisdiction of interstate river board act. Under this is under section 8 that such issues, such matter which are referred by arbitrator under river board act cannot referred by terminal act under section 8. So for 8 terminals we are having list of terminals in the state concerned. You can see in the net. Then there is a discrimination, different site is given different, this one you can download unstat question 3050353 2017, which gives the correct and authentication information regarding state and parties in the various interstate water dispute act which have been constituted so far, and date has given so far, and eighth one is not given judgment till now, and many judgment has given Supreme Court. Some of the states to party to it, some of the states not terminated. The first terminal is Godavari water dispute terminal 1959, and recent one is Mahadai river. We know that in Karnataka it's lot of created problems. That terminal act is recent terminal access water which is constituted in our dispute related one. To details you can get it from the internet, and this all which is available in the website. This all details which is available in the website. So this is as we told, we can the constitution provision for water in India, we can say that one, that different constitution is there and different section is there, different what we can say sections and terminals, how they are made on, because whenever the state government is not happy that their judgment, they can refer for then central government, and central government sometimes they go for terminals judgment, and if they are referring that judgment, and if they are not happy, they are going for different river board act. If they are also they are not solved their issues, so then they are having an option to going for terminal act. So